Great day, everyone. Great night or great morning, depending on where you are. And welcome to Growth_TV, where we talk about things that help you to become a better person in your life, in your family, whoever you are. Welcome to our wonderful Tashana and Mr. Robert. Hey, guys.
Hey.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about. We're on summer vacation actually, and we're looking at, well, not everybody is on summer vacation, but many people are. And if you are in the school system, then of course you're on vacation. All right, so we're talking about matters concerning children, especially during the summertime. What are some things that children can do during the summer break?
Well, in the summer break, the kids normally get bored so easily. Every minute they're bored. Every minute they're hungry. When they're not really hungry, they're just bored because they're used to going out so much. So, in the summertime, we're gonna have to find some activities that's gonna keep their minds engaged. They might want to just spend the time in the tablet, on the games, and so on, and that's fine. They can spend some more extra time on those devices, but it's important for them to get some physical exercise. So taking them to the park,
Yes.
letting them, climb and get their jiggle out, and just enjoy the day. That's good.
Yes.
I had to take my daughter to learn swimming. She didn't really want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm glad because now I see that she is more comfortable in the water. And that was something for her to do, that she could not use her device.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, for me, in terms of how they understanding where the kids in the summer, because most of my children, them are adults, big people,
Most of them.
all of them. You get what I say?
Yeah.
It all come down to the management of the parents, the guardian, pertaining to some of the involvement that they desire or wanted the children to be in. So on those grounds, we have to look on how effective or what you really want for them for the summer. Where you want to enroll them in something new, something try out, something consistent, something where you're able to advance the mindset
Right.
going into the next school year, where they can be able to learn from it. So those are some of the things then when we look on in terms of for them as well.
I think too that helps their creativity and their expression, their communication.
Definitely.
Because the child who just sits there and just curses at the game, I don't think their vocabulary is as developed as the child who is traveling and going and seeing stuff so they can talk about, hey, I saw this, I saw that, or I experienced that. So I think it helps their expression as well. What do you think?
But in terms of with the knowing so them go off for the summer, parents have to put things in place some early for design the type of vacation, the type of environment and atmosphere where them are going to expose a child to. So if traveling not going to be a part of it, it have to be a learning. It have to be something where really talk.
Yes, welcome back to Growth_TV rather, where we have a lovely Tashana and Mr. Clarke from ClarkeTV. All right, and he's here just chatting up with Lady Tashana.
Link up.
Yeah.
Linking up, okay.
Link up.
All right. Linking up.
Jamaica link up.
Okay. All right. So they're having their Jamaica link up over there. And we're still on the topic of children and activities for the summer. So my other question is to follow up on this one is what about the relationship? Because if the child is always in school, parents are always at work, then it's summertime and it's go to this activity, go to that activity. When do you bond with your child?
The bonding.
How do you intentionally find things that make you bond with a child versus just here's something to do, to occupy you so that I don't have to be tied up with you and your stuff?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, America, I don't know, me and him talk from a father perspective still. In terms of bonding with their own child still, or bonding with the child based on the expression of not having a time and them things. In some cases, to me, are something where you have to innovate to ensure it happen.
Yeah.
Because in some cases, it also can be a myth. So no bonding now go take place. But you as a me just a talk from the father perspective because the mother had more of opportunity, make more sacrifices to ensure so the money you
I'm gonna say make more sacrifices because they both have an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's their
Yeah,
child.
but
So it's I think it's intentional to bond with your child. It's not something that just happens naturally. You have to bond with the child for the
you
child
have to
to
find
want
a
to
way.
be
You have to find
with
a way.
you.
You have to try. I mean, it's
Yeah,
hard.
you have
I
to find a
mean,
way.
it's
Even
hard.
scheduling time where it's just about the child and you at that time.
Yeah, it's hard. Cause talking from a single parent household, where for me, my mind sometimes is on the bills, and I know a lot of parents share the same sentiment. Okay, I have to get the bills out, and when you're at home, you have so many other things on your mind, but it has to be intentional.
And
so
balanced.
even if it's at bedtime, you have to take even a half an hour to have a conversation. How was your day?
And listen to, not just talk.
Yes. What was the high of your day? What was the low? What can we do better? Right? So those are some of the ways that, and sometimes if you have more than one kid, you have a group meeting. You call a family meeting.
And
right?
you have to have, when you have more than one kid, so you have to have a group meeting, but you also have to have a one-on-one with each child.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
because they're all different.
Organized family
It's
Yes.
hard though. It's
You
hard
have
to find the time.
That's
but
why you have to
try.
schedule the time.
You have to try.
Yeah.
Something
Yes,
when me
the
did
time.
really miss out upon growing my children them during them younger days. I never really take up the opportunity for them to learn about them through them history.
Wow.
Me that put more emphasis get them to be educated. And I say where it leave a space with them right now because them consciousness, them distance towards them belief system. You get me? Those things me say start expose knowing say them are adult now. You know, them ask the same question them when me that ask when me for them age and much younger. So that's one area. So me that make recommendation with some of my parents them as well. According to the age group of child where they can be able to highlight more of them history.
Oh.
You know,
Where they're
let
from.
them have an understanding where they're from,
Yeah,
where they
yeah,
come
that's
from.
true.
Because that is very important to them understanding going forward.
And it doesn't have to be hard,
Yeah.
Sometimes you're watching the cultural movies, the historical movies. Call them, man. Let them sit down and watch it.
Some parents are scared of them past.
And it's not just that history too, because I don't know anything about my father much.
You get to there say
So we know about slavery, we know about Africa,
Yeah.
we know about
some people don't see what me
many
talk
of the
about.
Maroons, but
Yeah.
you don't know about the person that
The
you live with in
family.
the
You
house.
see what me talk about?
Yeah,
That
I
is
don't
what
know. I've never been to where he came from.
because we are adult
yeah.
now.
And it's true in a lot of households. Yeah.
We are adult now and I trust if they be around them, they don't ask the same question or I mention the same thing. So that's one era when I think that we as parents and as adults for strengthen in terms of letting the child have a knowledge of their history.
The
their
family history, yes.
history.
Their
Not because
family
you know
history.
about the other history,
Yeah.
but
Because
Yeah.
as they grow older, it's creating an emptiness where they have to go close that gap over a period of time. Just like what America just mentioned.
because
a
if
while
one of
ago.
my cousins asked me why my name is Edwards,
Yeah.
because my father's other brothers, which is his grandfather,
Yes.
like he would ask, he their name is Stewart.
Oh.
So everybody's name is Stewart, and so he's asking, and I can't
don't know the
know
history
why,
behind
but
it.
if they
Nobody
would
never
talk
tell you.
and tell us,
Yeah.
then we would understand.
Yeah, and these are some important points.
Yeah.
These are very important things that we need to know. Because coming up as a child, my alone time was with my mom when she was cooking. And I think that's how she would reach us individually, because she would call me and she would say, do this in the kitchen, and I would get to do that. But on other days, she would call one of my other siblings. But I didn't have that alone time with my dad. Maybe my brothers did.
As Jamaica did
My
not.
brothers did, but I didn't. As a girl, he was always present in the home. But I was under my mom.
But you can be in the home and still not present.
Well, he was present, right? I understand that though. But I was always under my mom's arm.
Tashana,
Everywhere my mom was. That's
I'm glad
me.
you mentioned that.
Yeah.
That
We're gonna pause right here. Welcome back to Growth TV with our lovely Lady Tashana and Mr. Clarke from the ClarkeTV, and we're still on the topic of summer activities and things that we do to help our kids to be entertained during the summer, not just be studying and reading books, which is also important, but we want them to have some fun as well. And we're on the topic of our history, not just our African history now, because we're black, but we want to talk about the history of our family. Some of us don't know where our fathers are from, where our moms are from. We don't know anything about our grandma or grandpa, especially if they died, because some of them died before we were born, or died when we were very small, so we don't know anything about the family. And sometimes they're reluctant to tell us about our family. Why are they so reluctant?
They don't know.
No, Sashana,
They themselves don't know.
before we reach
I
to
think
that
they're
matter,
liars, some of them.
there's
I
something-
honestly feel that.
there's something interesting I'd like to share
Yeah.
from a cultural perspective where it is concerned, where when it come on to like daughters and sons with parental treatment. To be honest with you, me have 2 daughters and 1 son.
Yeah.
And in some cases, me think if when me observe based on how I treat my daughter to how I treat my son, and the cultural inclination where they're able to have to do with how the man don't relate to him daughter while him then a family setting. Because sometimes the man, me mention culture in a lot of sense. The man, it no matter what angle him turn in terms of trying to relate to him children. You know, you have pedophile thing come amongst it. You hug your daughter, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Or you hug your daughter because they have this rich history of father there with daughter. All these things people put up.
Right.
In some cases it's not lying.
Yeah.
So for you as a conscious father now, it start teach you how to be a bit more
Careful.
you have to discover a way to work with your daughter.
Yes, you do, but you also have to love your child. It's your child, and that's how you teach a child
America.
also inadvertently how to detect good touch
Good
from
touch,
bad
bad
touch.
Yeah, but
Because if you never hug your child as the father, how is the child gonna know, oh, this man touched me, I never feel right?
no, but
Yeah.
sometimes as I may assist like people them will surround the family members, them are make things seem different, you know.
That's
Because
why my
me
personal
always-
belief is that your mom, dad, and children, this bag of family in your house is not necessary.
But you
They need
They
to be
not be in the
out,
house, they
goodbye.
can't
Go
live
to your
there.
own home, please.
then can be neighbor, then can live down the street.
It's not as it
They
doesn't have
spoil
to be
your
in the
child.
house.
They
It's
spoil your
the
child.
community, because I'm from a community where we believe that the neighborhood raised the child.
Yeah.
And in some cases that's good, because
And me I come from an
you
era
dare
where them
not-
say the village.
that you dare not get in trouble out the street before you reach home. You know, your mom or your dad hear about it because somebody's out there who knows you and knows where you're from, and they're looking out for you.
Right. That's the good part.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I don't think that the problem is necessarily who is inside of the house, but it's really the neighborhood or the system outside of the house.
But Tashana, when I mention in terms of with the aspect that we have to do with the father, especially within daughter, is not necessarily a call for concern. It's a call for cultural consciousness and understanding for the people and with surround the situation.
And you have to have your own culture in your family, because if the society is not, I never grew up being hugged, but I love to hug.
Yeah, and
You
then my
understand?
daughter father, he loves to hug his children. I mean, I learned to be more affectionate towards my child from watching him, how he interact with his children.
Well-
So, that was never a question in my mind, because that's how he is with all of his children. And I've seen some men who are like that. They hug their kids.
But in
Yes.
some cases, I am telling you, they still have to be careful. You get what
I
I'm saying?
don't know. I don't know if I agree with that,
I'm speaking from the
with
male.
loving the child, you're also teaching the child
How
what's
to
good,
America.
how to
accept.
receive, how to
America.
accept
and,
love.
and look at it.
Hold
Become
on,
a
hold on,
male,
Tashana, hold
how
on.
to
Remember, say
respond.
the stigma. We have
Yes,
to
but
do
you
with-
have to
with-
create your own culture in
from
your
day
house.
one.
No, listen, no. It's not say you have to have a certain level of consciousness as a male, knowing that the stigma is so tainted. You have to know.
I don't believe it needs to be like that with your own
But
child.
let me
No, no,
let me
it is not
interject. Let
fair.
me
It
interject
is
a
not
little
fair.
bit here. You see, if you as a dad don't hug your daughter,
Somebody-
the first man who hugs her, she's gonna
Even
think
if
that
he's inappropriate. That's
even
why
if
you,
it's
if the
inappropriate,
father's love is very
she's gonna think
important.
that that's love. You
Yes.
have to show your daughter
You
love.
have to.
You have to.
must.
I am not
And the
disputing.
boy is the same.
Well, I
Because,
know.
And the boys
yes.
are the same.
T,
Yeah.
I am not disputing the love of the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I am disputing the consciousness that surround with the persistence of you as a father, looking out for your daughter, ensure that your daughter is okay. The community at times.
Well, you're gonna know how to hug your daughter. You're
Yeah,
gonna know how
you
to
will-
touch
And
her.
it's,
Okay.
right,
You're gonna know
and
that.
as she
Okay.
grows,
And-
it will be different too. But you're
Right.
still hugging
Because
her.
when you as
Because-
a 2-year-old, you will, she can sit in your lap. Now, as she gets older, you're not gonna allow your daughter to come and sit in your lap. Well,
Some certain
still
positions.
certain place, because babies, they don't know, they just climb up and whatever, right? As a 2-year-old, you might take up your child a certain way. As the child gets bigger, you're careful where your hand is
The consciousness,
positioned.
the consciousness.
consciousness chipped in,
The
but you're still
consciousness.
gonna
But you're
be
still gonna hug
loving,
your child.
and you're
Yeah.
gonna
Your
child
be
is your
affectionate
child.
to your child.
course.
No, but
Yeah.
Because they need to know the difference between what real love is and when somebody's being
Trying to-
inappropriate.
Yes.
Welcome back to Girl TV. It's getting hot in here, but please keep on your clothes. All right. We're gonna switch gears a little bit and move to what are some of the challenges that people face, especially parents and kids too, during the summer break. I know, for instance, that in our neighborhood, in our city rather, many kids suffer from hunger because they're not at school where lunch and breakfast is provided, and sometimes afternoon snacks as well. So they go through that. Some of them are abused more during the summertime. What are some challenges that you see kids facing, and how can we help?
all
right. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
mommy,
gonna pass it on to
no,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, well, one of
Mommy
the
first.
things that
Mommy first.
all right, one of the things that the parents might struggle with is financial. The financial responsibility becomes more heavy because whereas you would give the child
Lunch
breakfast, and it didn't have to be anything extra. Because sometimes they do get breakfast, but
At
over
school.
here they get breakfast at school whether they choose to eat it or not, right? But at home they definitely have to get breakfast in the summer.
And
They have to
snacks,
get
lots of
lunch.
snacks.
They want a snack round the clock. Now the next thing we find is that as the child get bored,
They want to eat.
they want to open the fridge. Why are you looking in the fridge? You're not hungry. No, you're bored. No, they want to eat each time they're bored. So what you find now is that the financial responsibility
And the light bill is
huge.
going up too.
But
Yeah.
better yet still, remember, so when you come on to your children, in terms of your children experience hunger and abuse, it doesn't stem from appearance and suffrage. It doesn't stem from appearance. So for educational purposes, don't go for the children or the children if you are not ready to can be able to put things in place to prepare for them. So even though they're in an environment where they have a lot of support, sometimes the people depends on the type of guardian where them have, where they're going to prioritize the child interests and the importance of the child. Child can go through a lot of abuse. And in some cases, they can be able to put the child in a situation where fear is a factor. So they refuse or choose not to talk to anyone.
about it.
And the child is suffering
Inside, and they lash out at somebody because that anger is going to come out at
And
some
that's
point.
why-
So we have to carefully
And-
as parents, as guardian, for really look on those aspects where the children is
And
concerned.
that's why we go back to the previous topic where it's important to have a bond and alone
With your
time with your
child.
child, even at
But the space
bedtime.
not did it.
That's why you
No, you have to
schedule the
set it.
time.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
out.
as
You
one
have to
mentioned,
schedule the
still
time
say
because you
difficult.
have to work.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but
you
the
schedule
mother-
other things. You schedule their appointments. You
Yeah.
schedule your recreation time. You schedule other things.
Yeah.
So if whatever is important to you, you schedule time for it.
Like for example, with my daughter, whenever she's sleeping whenever she's gonna go to her bed, she looks forward to our talk. Cause we talk, we pray, and then you sleep. And there are times when I'm tired, and I just want her to just say a quick prayer and just go to sleep. And she said, "But we didn't have our talk. But I'm tired."
I remember saying there's two type of prayer. You have town prayer and country prayer.
Yeah. Sometimes I just want her
You
to
know,
say
so the country prayer have a little length behind
Sometimes
it.
I just want her to say the tone prayer. And she's like, but I didn't. She don't mind that though. She want to say the short prayer, but she want the conversations. And
That's
that's
wonderful
important.
training
That's
for her
important.
so far with the mother. May I have to comment in for that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Because-
and then if
because-
something happens
Yeah,
at
if the
school
child
that she's
uncomfortable, she will
uncomfortable,
talk
she
to
will
you.
tell
That-
you, and
that's
that's
wonderful.
good.
Yeah, well, I
That's
hope
good.
so.
And we
Yes.
can work on that for the boys them as well.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So that me really
Yes,
feel
and that's
Yeah.
prophetic, because
Yeah,
that's
that's-
very prophetic.
that's
But we'll
amazing.
stick a pin right
That's
there.
amazing.
We won't
Yeah.
explore that anymore. Let's talk about the safety for children during the summer, especially. We heard
God.
about people drowning
Oh
and
my.
things happening
Yeah.
during the summer break here. So, what are some safety tips that we have for our kids, or we should have?
Miracle, you said that, and to be honest with you, I feel a way while you're saying that.
Yeah. I
Because
felt
we
it.
know a lot of family destroyed this day by a
Yeah.
child drowning,
Yeah.
a child locked up in a car,
Yeah.
Hot
a
car,
child
yes.
run out in the road, a child, somebody a shoot off of somebody
Can,
else.
can we
Yes,
just take a moment of silence for those families? Just
for
a
real,
moment.
for real.
Yeah.
You have, when it come on to those things, a mother will leave the child in the grandfather care,
Or the uncle,
the
auntie.
uncle care. You get me?
Anybody
Because
who's
these
available.
things, these type of accident,
And because they're not as
especially
careful as the
accident,
mom and
may have
or
to
the
classify
dad.
them as accident. Because sometimes a man or a mother, all these things really happen though, man. Somebody come out of the car
And not holding the baby's hand. Babies are gonna run.
and not realize that them leave a baby in a car. You get me?
I can't.
You can't come to
I
terms.
can't, but then I can
And
only
I can
think
see I
if
can
they-
see too a person forgetting, but for how long though? Because if let's say you're normally by yourself, because with some families they say the dad is always the one that picks up the child based on their schedule.
Yeah.
Right, and then you as the mom pick up the child now
With a lot on your mind.
With a lot on your mind,
Wow.
and then you're gone for 2 hours and
And then you just remember, oh wow, my baby's in the car.
Right, I don't
Oh
think
my God.
I think you can forget, but for how long? That's my thing.
Those things are really difficult. It
people-
destroys.
Yeah, and I
family.
believe those are accidents, but
Yeah.
it has
It's
to
just-
be accidents.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
so,
accident,
but
but
I
it
just wonder
destroy-
how long
destroy the
before it
family
chips in that. Hey,
permanently.
where's my baby?
Those things are not things where forget over a period of time,
And then
And-
how do you live with
and
that?
it's going to come down to a blame.
Yeah, it has to.
It's
It
going
destroy
to.
family,
It's
It
going
brother.
is, you can't come back from that.
You get me?
Can't come back.
All
Because
when you put
Even when the family, everybody forgive you, it's hard to forgive
you
yourself.
excellent, man. May I tell
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Trust
and then
me.
the next thing, so we have to be mindful.
So
Let's
as
be
they
conscious.
say, put your purse, your phone by the baby. You're not gonna leave your phone
And your purse.
and your
America.
purse before you get out the car. So the things that are very important. We know the child is most important, but
Yeah.
those things that you really
That's an
need.
excellent
Put
idea.
your phone by the baby. Even don't
Yeah.
be on your phone at all when you're in the car. Put the phone where the baby is. Put your purse where the baby is.
your wallet
Put your
around there.
water, whatever you normally take with you. Put it around there so that when you're gonna have to get around there to take.
Yes.
Better
And you
yet,
won't forget the
better
baby.
yet, just put more emphasis on prioritizing the safety of the smaller children.
And don't forget to pray for your family
Yeah.
because those things help.
Yeah,
and
pray.
having God in your life, that will
It-
make you more conscious and it will make you
Yes.
remember, oh, my child is with me. It might sound religious, but the
Yeah.
Spirit of God helps you with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry
Yeah.
about what society says about prayer. You pray.
Of
You
course.
pray.
Yeah.
And cover
Because
your children.
prayer works. Yeah, cover your
For
children.
real.
Pray over them when they go to bed. Pray when they're sleeping. Pray without
Because-
season.
And pray
Yeah.
with them too. Teach
Because-
them how
Yes.
to pray so that they can actually say, God, thank you for this food. It's so
Yes.
weird to me to see a child
Because
they're about
that is
to
a
eat and they
cultural
just
thing in
consume the
America.
food and they don't say,
Yeah.
thank
That's
you, Lord, for
cultural,
this food or something.
That's a cultural thing as well.
It's a good thing from the
Yeah.
culture. You should be thankful.
Well, trust me, I don't know if somebody can leave a comment in the comment section with a highlight for you just give a little synopsis of what it is like, because I can't come to terms with it.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yes, and the thing too is that many parents would have grown up through that, but they think it's primitive, so they don't teach their children to pray. They don't teach them to say thank you or to say good morning or not to call, because you call your friend Tashana doesn't mean that I should, because you're 5 years old. Why you calling me Tashana? Me your size,
Yeah, we
And
are calling everybody
new
Miss,
culture.
Mr, Auntie, Uncle.
something, and it's respect.
Put a little, it's
Yes,
respect. It's a
you
sign
and
of
I are in
respect.
good company.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean I'm thinking that I'm over you or I'm better than you, but it's just respect and honor.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
yeah.
Yes.
But then again, another thing that we see nowadays as it relates to danger is, children drowning. And the kids, they just want to have fun. Okay, you can't blame a child who goes to the river or to the sea, or say,
And if you restrict them too much, they're gonna.
No, if they are
They
prepared,
just
you
want
as a
to
parent
have-
to make sure
they
you're
just wanna have
prepared for
fun.
the zone.
But we need to make sure that they can manage it.
And they know how to protect themselves.
No,
too.
I've seen
Put the safety measures
babies,
in place.
because I took my daughter to learn to swim, and I saw some babies less than 2 year olds, right? And they're learning to float. They're floating. They put them in the water. They float on the back. They roll over on their tummy. If they're on the tummy, they roll over on their backs, and that's survival skills. We have to get the kids
Yes.
they have to learn survival
I think every
skills.
child should know how to swim. I really do.
At least float. Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Welcome back to Growth TV, Growth_TV, and we would like you to like the channel, share and subscribe.
How it's spelled?
GROWTH_TV.
Excellent.
Please like, share and subscribe.
Caps are on caps.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think you can.
You'll
Yes,
get it.
yes.
And yes.
And what they must look out for recognize are the real growth.
The logo will be at the end of this video, so you can see it.
Okay.
It's like a plant that just bloom with the word growth.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
amazing, people. Trust
Yeah.
me, when she first showed me it, I'm really impressed with it.
Yeah.
Yes, and please also subscribe to ClarkeTV,
Definitely,
ClarkeTV, where Mr. Clarke is also talking about growth in a different way.
Yeah.
He's talking about family and football
All
and
these things.
discipline and all
It's an
that. So
experience.
it's the
All
whole
a part of
channels are.
growth.
It's just
It's
about
an
being a good
experience.
human, a
It's an
decent
experience.
person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So let's wrap up our discussion as we have been talking about matters concerning children, especially now that they're on summer break. So what are your final thoughts about tips on how to keep our kids safe? And remember, the parents are not always there. So what are some tips that we can teach our kids as well so that they can keep themselves safe, especially when their parents are not looking?
All right. So kids like to play on the outside. Well, we encourage them to play on the outside, but we have to make sure that they are aware of their surrounding. Make sure you know where you play. Teach your kids to look around. If they're gonna be playing in the neighborhood, don't be running out into the street, right? We also want to make sure your kids know their telephone numbers.
Yes.
Your parents' telephone
And
number.
their parents' correct name, especially for the Jamaicans who have 3 and 4 different names.
Yes, the correct names and the address.
Yes.
So if they wander off.
And their correct
at the
name
park,
too.
Yes, they know how to get back to you. That's important.
Yes. What's
Okay.
your mother name? My mother name Mummy.
Well, for me, all
Yeah.
me can be able to, I have a lot to say, volume to say, but I'll say much. The priority of the safety does need to put some more emphasis on it.
Yes.
And take nothing for granted when it comes on to your children.
And be more
And your
intentional
family,
and be more
your family.
present.
and your
Yes.
family.
Have a conversation.
Yeah.
Make sure you find a way to talk to your
And
child.
schedule
It doesn't matter
time.
how
And
tired
don't
you
lose
are.
sight of God in your life.
Yes.
Don't leave that out.
Extremely important.
And
get
pray
me?
with the kids and pray over your kids.
Yes. Teach them to pray.
Yes.
You know, it's not hard. You know, just teach them to give God thanks and ask God for what they want.
And if they're
Yeah.
thankful to God, they'll be thankful to you too. They'll say, "Thank you, Mommy, for preparing that meal. I enjoyed it so
And
much.
to them be a
Yes.
thankful
And thank you, Daddy,
environment.
for that trip. I really enjoyed it."
Yes.
Yes. So thank you for tuning in today. It's been a wonderful pleasure having you
Thank
and
you,
listening
guys.
to you. Thank you so much for being with us. And we'll see you in the next video.
Be blessed.
Bless up.
Yes.